Hey YouTube, it's Killer Bunny. I am back with another Pokemon Showdown battle. And today it is an Ubers match. And here's the team preview. Kind of interesting. I learned that Blissey, very helpful. It's sometimes not really so much in Ubers. It's better in OU. So, I'm gonna lead with my Ferrothorn, I believe. And I thought he might lead with his Empoleon, maybe just to get his rocks up, but I believe he leads with his Palkia first. I either leave my Ferrothorn or Lugia, I can't remember, so we'll get into the battle right now and we'll see. So I do lead with my Ferrothorn, and he does lead with his Palkia. But I switch into Lugia. He goes for a Spatial Rend, and my Lugia takes that pretty well because Lugia is really good with special defense. And I go for a sub, thinking he would switch, but he's not going to, so I'm just going to go into Blissey. Go for a Wish so I can get back some health for my Lugia. And he goes for a Waterfall. I decide, since he went for the Waterfall, you know, I'm just gonna stay in and get some health for my Blissey, but this time I go for the Wish and go back into my Lugia. He goes for the Superpower, which is great because my Lugia is gonna resist that like a boss and get back to full health. So he goes back into Palkia, and I'm gonna try this substitute technique again, and I go for Ice Beam because I obviously outspeed the Palkia. So he goes for Spatial Rend, breaks my sub, and I go into Ferrothorn to take another Spatial Rend. I actually don't take that as well as I thought I would. I thought I would take it a lot better, but I know I could take anything he does again, so I just go for some spikes. And then I switch into my Blissey as he goes for a Surf, and I get off a Wish, so I can go back into my Ferrothorn and hopefully get some Leech Seed going on, maybe to get some health from Palkia so I'm not so concerned, but I miss, and yeah, that really sucked. But yeah, I go for Leech Seed again because I can take his Surfs. It's like 4-hit KO with Leftovers Recovery, so I get my Leech Seed off, but he switches as I go for the Protect just to get some health. He goes for Superpower. I knew he would go for that because it's Swampert, but I knew I could live it because I'm like fully defensive invested in this Ferrothorn. So with the attack drop, I know he can't kill me, so I'm just gonna go for a Leaf Seed and then Protect again, but he does another switch into Latias. So I switch into Groudon, take a Dragon Pulse, not that great. Then I switch into Lugia, take a couple Dragon Pulses, and I think I just Roost Stall for a bit, just hoping that he'll switch, but he really has no reason to switch because he's doing excellent damage. He gets a crit with a Dragon Pulse, and it kind of sucks, but I get a crit with my Ice Beam, so I guess it balances out, so that's cool. I can't take another Dragon Pulse, so I'm going to switch into my Ferrothorn and go for Leech Seed, and yeah, that totally misses again. I've had bad luck with Leech Seed today. So I have to sack my Blissey so I can go safely into my Rayquaza and Extreme Speed. I should have done that a long time ago, but whatever. I made a couple mistakes in this battle, but it's all good. He goes for Ice Punch, which obviously isn't that effective, and then I just go for the Brave Bird as he switches into this Palkia and wipe it out. So that's cool, Palkia's out of the way. He goes into Kyogre, gets up his Rain, and I go into Rayquaza. I just get an Earthquake off, and I know he was going to go for Ice Beam, but I really couldn't switch into anything that could take an Ice Beam. Great. I go into Ho-Oh to bait him out to use the Thunder, and then I switch into Groudon. So I pivot switch him, and that works great, so I get my Sun up. I just go for Protect. He goes for Earthquake. I thought he would go for Superpower, but obviously he wouldn't want the attack drop, so I switch into Lugia to take the next Earthquake. Hopefully he goes for it, and he does. He goes for the Ice Punch, but I Roost and take away my Flying type, so it's not going to do much at all. So I'm just gonna Ice Beam. It doesn't kill him. It leaves him at 11%, but Ice Beam still isn't doing that much, even super effective. So I'm just gonna Roost up, take one more Ice Beam without the flying type, and then take more Ice Punch. Have I been saying Ice Beam this whole time? Take the Ice Punch, and Ice Beam the Swampert away. So then this Kyogre, big issue on my team. Ferrothorn is the only one that can go into it, but honestly Ferrothorn is at very bad health, so I'm kind of screwed here. Everything is going to need to take a Thunder, which I could have switched into my Groudon to get the Sun Up and did that, but yeah, it was kind of, I was afraid he was going to switch with Surf, and I was just panicking and confused, and he is just going to sweep my team with this Kyogre, and I'm going to get the Roost Up, but it's honestly, at this point in the match, it's not going to do that much, especially with a paralyzed Lugia. That's pretty bad. I hate paralyzed Lugias. And I'm just going to keep roosting, hopefully get up to full health, but I get the Parahax. So he just finishes me with an Ice Beam, and then he kills off my Kyogre. So good game, Manaphy. Rate, comment, subscribe. I will definitely be posting more videos. And until next time, peace out, YouTube.